Have you ever pondered the fate of your bones in the seemingly weightless world of space? Welcome, wanderers of the cosmos, to a journey that takes us beyond the earthly realm and into the vast expanse of the universe. Today, we delve into a fascinating mystery, one that transcends our understanding of the human body and its resilience in the face of change, specifically the change that occurs when we venture into space. Consider the human body, a marvel of biological engineering, designed and perfected over millennia to survive and thrive under the pull of Earth's gravity. But what happens when we strip away that gravitational force? Our bones, the very framework of our bodies, undergo a transformation that's as perplexing as it is intriguing. In the boundless void of space, our bones face challenges and changes that are, quite literally, out of this world. What are these changes, and how do they affect our bone health? Stay tuned to discover the fascinating transformation of bones in the final frontier. To understand what happens to our bones in space, we need to first grasp the role of gravity here on Earth. You see, gravity is a bit like that stern teacher from grade school who made you do push-ups. It was tough, sure, but it was also incredibly important for your development. Similarly, gravity puts a certain amount of stress on our bones, compelling them to grow stronger and denser. Imagine gravity as an invisible thread tethering us to the Earth. It's a consistent force, always pulling, always pressing, and our bodies, specifically our bones, have adapted to resist this force. This resistance is what makes our bones robust and sturdy. Now let's talk about weight-bearing exercises. Think of activities like walking, running, or lifting weights. These exercises increase the force on our bones, which in turn stimulates the bone-forming cells, encouraging them to produce more bone. It's a pretty neat system, right? But what happens when you're doing a handstand? Your upper body, which isn't typically used to bearing your full weight, suddenly has to work harder. This is exactly how weight-bearing exercises help in maintaining bone health. They put stress on specific areas of the body, forcing the bones in those areas to strengthen and fortify themselves. In essence, our bones thrive on resistance. They're like those gym-goers who can't wait to get their hands on the heaviest dumbbells. The more pressure they're under, the stronger they become. And gravity, our ever-present drill sergeant, provides that pressure. But, as we'll soon find out, this relationship between our bones and gravity is a bit of a double-edged sword. Because while gravity does help us build stronger bones here on Earth, it also sets the stage for some serious challenges in space. Now, let's see what happens when we remove this gravitational force. In the zero-gravity environment of space, our bones undergo some unexpected changes. It's a bit like a sci-fi movie, but it's all too real for our intrepid astronauts. The process is known as spaceflight osteopenia, and it's a significant challenge for long-term space exploration. Imagine this. Your bones are living tissues that constantly remodel themselves. On Earth, your bones are constantly under stress due to gravity. This stress encourages your bones to grow stronger and denser. But in the weightlessness of space, this dynamic changes. Astronauts can lose up to 1% of their bone mass per month. That's right, per month. It's like your skeleton is on a diet it never signed up for. The main culprit behind this bone loss is the lack of weight-bearing exercise. On Earth, even simple tasks like standing or walking put stress on our bones. But in space, this isn't the case. Astronauts float around, their bones free from the everyday stresses they would usually encounter on Earth. As a result, the body starts to break down the excess bone tissue, leading to a decrease in bone density. However, it's not just about the lack of exercise. The body itself adapts to the weightless environment. You see, our bodies are incredibly smart. They're always looking to be as efficient as possible. In space, the body realizes it doesn't need as much bone mass, so it starts to get rid of what it sees as excess. It's a classic case of use it or lose it. But it's not all doom and gloom. There are ways to counteract this bone loss. After all, necessity is the mother of invention, and space travel is no exception. From specialized exercise routines to potential dietary changes and medical interventions, space agencies are working tirelessly to keep our astronauts' bones healthy. But we'll delve more into that in our next scene. So, stay tuned for more bone-rattling revelations. Astronauts are not destined to become boneless wonders. They have some tricks up their sleeves to battle bone loss. Now imagine if you're an astronaut, soaring through the infinite cosmos, and suddenly you realize your bones are turning as brittle as a dried twig. A rather unsettling thought, isn't it? But fear not, for our space voyagers have a secret weapon against this skeletal scare: countermeasures. There are several countermeasures that astronauts use to maintain and even improve their bone health. These include dietary changes, medications, and specially designed exercises. Let's dive a bit deeper into each one. Firstly, diet. Astronauts are provided with a bone-healthy diet that's rich in calcium and vitamin D. Calcium is a key component of our bones, while vitamin D helps our bodies absorb the calcium. It's like a superhero duo working together to keep our bones strong. Next, medication. Some astronauts take bisphosphonates, a type of medication commonly used on Earth to treat osteoporosis. These meds work by slowing down the process of bone loss, giving the body more time to create new bone. It's like having a construction crew working overtime to keep the skeletal skyscraper standing tall. Lastly, but most importantly, exercise. In the absence of gravity, our bones don't experience the same stresses they do on Earth, leading to bone loss. So, astronauts perform high-intensity resistance and impact exercises for at least 2 hours a day, 6 days a week. The aim is to simulate the effects of gravity on the bones. Think of it as a high-stakes gym membership where the price of skipping leg day could be, quite literally, a broken leg. These countermeasures are crucial for the long-term health and well-being of astronauts. They help ensure that our brave space voyagers can continue their missions and return to Earth without their bones turning to stardust. So, while space poses some challenges to our bones, with the right preparation and care, these can be overcome. It's a small step for a man, but a giant leap for mankind's skeletal health. You might be wondering, why should I care about bone loss in space? The answer hits closer to home than you might think. The research into bone loss in space isn't just for astronauts. It has implications for every single one of us back here on Earth. Picture this. You're an individual suffering from osteoporosis. Your bones are brittle and frail, making it easy for them to fracture. Or perhaps you've a loved one grappling with a bone-related disease. It's not a pleasant situation, is it? Well, here's where the space connection comes into play. You see, the bone loss that astronauts experience in space is eerily similar to what happens in osteoporosis. It's like a sped-up version of the disease. This means that by studying the effects of space on bones, scientists can gain a deeper understanding of osteoporosis and similar conditions. The zero-gravity environment of space provides a unique laboratory for scientists to study bone loss. By observing and understanding how bones react to the lack of gravity, we can unearth new insights into the mechanisms of bone loss. These discoveries could lead to the development of new treatments and strategies to combat osteoporosis and other bone-related diseases. Imagine a world where osteoporosis is not a life-altering condition, but a manageable one. A world where your grandmother can enjoy her golden years without the fear of fractures. A world where your friend can live a normal life, despite a bone-related disease. That's the kind of world this research could help create. So while the idea of space might seem far away and unrelated to our everyday lives, it's quite the opposite. The research being conducted in space has the potential to impact us all, from the young to the old, from the healthy to the ailing. It's a testament to how exploration and scientific discovery can have far-reaching effects that transcend beyond the realm of space. So, our journey into space could potentially pave the way for healthier bones here on Earth. Our exploration of space is not merely about reaching new planets or galaxies. It's a journey of self-discovery, helping us understand our own bodies better. As we've journeyed together through the cosmos today, we've unraveled the mystery of what happens to our bones in the weightlessness of space. We've grappled with the gravity of the situation and crossed the bone frontier, learning how our skeletal system adapts in this new environment. We've explored the innovative ways astronauts are fighting back against bone loss and how these measures have implications for those of us right here on Earth. Understanding our bone health in space is crucial, not just for our future astronauts, but also for us Earthlings, as it can lead to breakthroughs in osteoporosis treatment and other bone-related conditions. It's through these celestial explorations that we continue to expand our knowledge and improve our lives. If you found this journey through the cosmos enlightening, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to keep up with our future explorations. Until then, keep reaching for the stars.